What's up everybody, my name is David. Welcome to Website Creative Pro. Now if you've been looking to get started with the Amazon Associates program, this tutorial video is for you because I'm going to walk you through step 1 to step done on how to create a website and then monetize that website with Amazon Associates. Amazon Associates is the most popular affiliate program in the world, and it's still one of my favorite programs. I think it's so cool to get a check every month from Amazon Associates. Now, you're typically not going to be able to make enough from Amazon Associates to create like a job replacing income, but particularly with a single website, it definitely can be something of quite significance if you have the right audience. Now, the right audience for Amazon Associates is basically an American audience that's looking to buy a specific product. That product should be in the range of like $30 to $200, primarily because like if you have a very, very expensive product, people do a lot of research on that, and you're not going to get that consistent income from promoting something like the 12 best laptops for college students. Like, you know, that's something that people are looking for, but they're going to do a lot of research on specific brands and models before they make a purchase decision. But something like best tote bags for X, Y, and Z, or best tote bags are like those bags that women carry with all this stuff in it. Like, you could totally like create something like best tote bags for picnics. Just as an example, you'd have to do keyword research and whatnot, which we're going to cover in this video. But something like that, you have a much better chance of creating content on and having that, more specifically, having that content rank, and then people find it from Google, and then you get that commission because people are constantly hitting that page. It's month over month over month, and then clicking your links and then buying products through your links, particularly the products that you recommend. You really start to make money with Amazon Associates once you start to obtain search engine rankings for specific phrases that people are actually typing in, and then you're putting relevant products and services in front of that. Amazon Associates can be monetized in a lot of different ways. Like, you can monetize your blog in a lot of different ways. You don't always just have to strictly create like 12 best XYZ, 7 best blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so many products and services that you can incorporate into other pieces of content that you can create, which we're going to talk about later in the video. But anyways, I love Amazon Associates. It's just amazing to get a check from them every month from my websites. I think it's just the coolest thing. And in this video, I'm really excited to help you achieve your financial goals by monetizing your website or blog with Amazon Associates. And I want to show you how to do it the right way. So let's get into the video right now. So step 1 is to create a website and then start a blog. The reason we need to do that is because we want to start publishing content that can get indexed and ranked in Google, so we can start getting consistent search traffic day over day, month over month to our website, then funnel that traffic from Google to Amazon through Amazon Associates. To create a website is a simple 3-step process. Step 1 is to get a domain name at a domain name registrar. Step 2 is to get a hosting account, and then step 3 is to set up name servers. Now, a lot of other tutorial videos walk you through the process of like going to a web host and getting a domain name there. That's a terrible idea because what the web host does is that they register your domain name on your behalf and through a domain name registrar. And then you're paying an inflated price for the rest of your time with your web host. Instead, just cut out the web host and go right to the domain name registrar to get your domain name. I recommend Namecheap just because they have much better prices than GoDaddy. And then for the hosting account, we're going to be using HostGator. And in this tutorial video, I have a coupon code called Gator Pro that you can use to get a nice discount. And then we're going to set up name servers. So let's get to it. Let's jump into my laptop right now, and I'll walk you through the process really quick. Welcome to Namecheap.com. Now, we need to get our domain name, and this is the best place to get our domain name. You can only register a domain name. You can't own a domain name outright, so it's just a yearly cost you have to pay, but luckily it's not that expensive, and domain names at Namecheap have the lowest price. So you want to go here and type in the domain name that you want to register. I recommend something that's like 2 words long, 3 words long, ideally a .com if you can get it. It's not the end of the world if you have to register a .net, .org, .co. That's still okay. A .com is just a legacy domain name, so that's what everyone associates with a website. And so just type in whatever domain name that you want. I'll just do the smarthomebody.com just as an example, and then it'll come up with the button that says add to cart. Now if it says taken, that means you need to come up with something else. I definitely recommend trying to register a brand. Do not go with something spammy like best laptops, best laptops for teenagers.com. Like, that's way too spammy. Like, go try and build a brand and build a super helpful website. So anyways, we just click on that add to cart button and it's added there, and we go to our view cart. And once we view our cart, we have WhoisGuard, which is included free forever, and you can register your domain name for up to 1 to 9 years at a time. I recommend now just registering for a 1 year time period, because you don't know if you're going to stick with this, if you're going to really build out your website. So just register your domain name for 1 full year. And then when it comes time to renew, you can just log into your Namecheap account and then just pay for 5 years or whatever once your website is successful. And then that's it. Click on confirm order. You'll have to create a Namecheap account and then submit your payment. And that is it for Namecheap. Welcome to HostGator.com. Now, HostGator is the web host I'm recommending in this tutorial simply because they've been in business for years and years and years, and they still provide some of the best web hosting around at the best price. And people who watch my videos, you guys want the best price. So HostGator absolutely provides the best price for new hosting accounts. So just click on this orange Get Started button, and you're presented with 3 different plans: Hatchling, Baby, Business. Now, Hatchling has a single domain name, which means one website. I like the Baby plan because you can have multiple websites installed. So if you start your website, then you have another idea that you want to start another website, I'm telling you, you're probably going to want to do that. Now, Business plan is great, but that's geared towards people who already have a website and they're looking to move over to HostGator. So we don't really need the Business plan at this point in time. You can always upgrade your hosting. Don't forget that. So we can just start off with the Baby plan, and as your website grows and you need some more services, you can go to the Business plan. So for the Baby plan, just click on the Buy Now button, and you will be presented with a option to register a new domain name, or click this tab to enter in a domain name you already registered. Again, we don't want to register our domain name through the web host because you're just going to be paying more money long term. We should have gotten our domain name at Namecheap as I instructed, so just go here and type in the domain name. So for in this example, I'm going to be using my own name in this tutorial example. Just put in the domain name that you registered at Namecheap. Next, we have hosting package, Baby, and the billing month cycle. You get a big discount if you're willing to pay upfront for 3 years. I think that's overkill. I personally like going for 12 months simply because our domain name is for a year, get a hosting account for a year, you have a full year to work on your website, and then after a year, you can make a decision whether or not you want to continue your project. Next, we have billing information. I'm not going to insult your intelligence and walk you through how to pay for something online. Just do what you need to do. Enter your credit card information, email, create a hosting account, and so forth. Now, at the bottom here, we have additional services, and we have HTTPS is included with our account. We do not need site lock monitoring. We do not need site backup. We can do that for free. You really just don't need any of this stuff. So just uncheck mark it all. And at the bottom here, we have $114.50. That's such a good price for a full year of hosting. But if you put in a coupon code called Gator Pro, and we click on validate, we get a further discount of more, down to $91.72. So, and then that's it. So now all you have to do is click here and click this button that you've read HostGator's terms of services, and then click on the checkout button. And then that's it. You went through the process to get your hosting account at HostGator. Now we need to set up our name servers. So we have our domain name at Namecheap. We have our hosting account. How the heck do we match it so when people visit our website.com, it's taking the information that's found at our hosting account? You do that by setting up the name servers. Think of name servers as like a phone number. You're kind of attaching like the phone number to a logical domain, to a logical name. So like when you want to call your friend Mike, you go on your phone and you select on Mike, right? You don't have to type in the phone number. That's basically kind of like what name servers are doing. It's just mapping your domain name to your hosting account. So you want to jump into your email and you want to find first name server and second name server. And then once you have that information from your welcome email, you want to navigate back over to Namecheap, click on the domain name list, and then find your domain name and click the manage button. Once you select the manage button, you're going to see an option that says name servers. Now you want to change that little drop down that you see to custom DNS, and that custom DNS section, that's where you're going to input your name server information. So that's it. It's really that simple. You just copy and paste in name server 1 and name server 2 from your welcome email in HostGator. And now once you do that, you're gonna see a tiny, tiny little green check mark. I don't know why they do it that way, but this tiny little green check mark, you have to click that check mark in order to save it, save the changes. And that is it. Now, it takes a little bit of time to map the domain name to the hosting account. You'll get a warning sign that could say like, oh, it could be up to 24 or 48 hours, whatever. Normally, it's been like super quick for me. It's like usually just a few minutes. Just take a 15-minute break and then come back. Now, once you've done that, it's time to go install WordPress on your website. And for that, you want to go back into your HostGator welcome email and you want to click on the control panel link in the HostGator email, because that's how we're going to install WordPress, by jumping into the cPanel. Now, once in cPanel, very simple. We want to find something that says quick install for WordPress. So you have a bunch of different options for quick installs. What you want to do is you want to find something that says like build a new WordPress website or quick install for WordPress, something like that. And then once you have that option, you can select a domain name for that you can want to install WordPress on. Very simple. Select the domain name, which is the primary domain name on your account. And don't put anything in for the directory. We don't want to install WordPress on a directory. We want to install it on the root domain. So then all you have to do is click the orange next button. And then once that is all set, you're going to be presented with an option to have a blog title, admin user, first name, last name, admin email. Make sure for the admin email that you use an actual email that you check. Don't use a throwaway email, because if you ever forget your password for your website, you can request a new password. It will be sent to that admin email. So it's very important that you pick an email that you actually use. Now, your blog title, you can change that later once you're in WordPress. It's not a big thing. I wouldn't stress about it right now. So just select an admin email. And then once you're all set, click on the orange install button. And then that is it. WordPress will install. Just wait a few minutes for the process to finish. And then once you have that set, all you have to do is go to yourwebsite.com/wp-admin, and then all you do is input the username or email address and the password that you created when setting up WordPress, and that is it. That is really it. And then boom, we're good to go. So you have your domain name, you have your hosting account, you just installed WordPress, you have a website, you're ready to get started with the next section, design. All right, now it's time for step 2, design our website. So you have a lot of different options with design. You have a lot of different themes that you can pick. I recommend a couple of different themes, but in this example, we're going to be using the Ultra theme by Themify, which is my favorite theme that I use for the majority of my projects. Personally, I use the Simple theme by Themify and I use the Ultra theme by Themify for all my websites because I love it. I love the Themify builder. It's so quick and easy, intuitive. Now you may be wondering, oh, well, Dave, it's a premium theme. How are we supposed to follow along? Well, guess what? You can get it right now for free. Just check the links in the description. You can download it for free and install it and use it. It's the full version, totally free. You can try it out, install it on your website, and follow along with this tutorial. We're going to cover things like Amazon Associates disclaimer. Where does that go? Things like logo, how to set up our homepage, how to set up our blog posts, all that good content. That's what we're going to cover in this section. So if you're ready, let's jump into my laptop and begin. So now it's time to design our site with Themify Ultra's theme. So there's a couple little things that we need to do. So the first thing I want you guys to do is you need to download the theme. Again, check the links in description. That's where you can get it for free. You get for free, full access to the theme. So let's just do it. Let's go to Appearance. Now we have a bunch of themes installed already. We need to add Ultra. So we go to Add New and we go to Upload Theme. And then we choose the theme that we want to upload. So go to Choose File and find Themify Ultra that you downloaded and click on Open. And then click on the Install Now button. And go ahead. And the theme will install. Okay, so now the theme has been successfully installed. We want to click on Activate. And there you go. So now you should have Themify Ultra installed on your website. Now this is going to pop up right here. We're just going to ignore this just for a little bit. We want to go back to Appearance. You want to go back to Themes. And now we can delete the rest of these themes just for security reasons. We don't want themes that could have security holes in there or anything like that. Just for security purposes, best just to go through and delete each one of these themes because we don't need it anymore. We're using one theme. Now, for Themify Ultra, this is a premium theme. If you want full access to the theme in terms of like support and everything and continued updates, you do need to pay for a license. But again, you're able to use the full theme with using the link in description, no holds bar. I did ask for permission, guys, so don't be leaving comments below like, oh, you're giving away for free. You can't. Yes, I can do that. I have permission to do that. Now, if you make the decision to purchase the theme, just head over to Themify Me Themes Ultra. Click on Buy Now, go to Standard. Standard costs $59 a year. Coupon code is Ultra Pro, which is my personal coupon code. So I do get credit if you do this. So I just want to let you know in advance. I just want to say thanks. But it's not just to give me credit. Oh, look at that. It's $47.20. So you get a nice discount using my coupon code. So you get the free theme, you get the theme for free. Try it out. Once you like it and you want support and access to updates on a continual basis, go ahead and buy it. Again, I use this theme all the time. I use this theme and the simple theme. All right, so now let's design our site. So we're gonna basically just take a quick look at Roasty Coffee. I always bring the site up just because it's so well designed. This is how I like to design any sort of content-oriented website. I like a little call to action, email opt-in form, or some sort of button directing people to some sort of specific page, whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. So now that we have Ultra, we'll navigate over here to the left-hand sidebar that says Themify Ultra. All right, so this is your menu bar for Ultra, and we can install skins and demos, which is what we are going to do. But before we do that, we have to install 2 plugins and change one little setting on the backend. So let's head over to plugins, and there are 2 plugins that I recommend. So let me just go ahead and delete these 2 because we don't need them. Now, we're going to need Yoast SEO and WP Smush. So let's go to Add New and type in Yoast SEO. All right, now Yoast SEO should appear right there. Click on Install. All right, and now we want to click Activate. What Yoast SEO does is it helps us optimize our website's SEO. We have more control over the page title, post title, and descriptions. It gives us an idea of like spelling errors, grammatical errors, how to better optimize our content, that sort of thing. And then next we want to go to Add New, and we want to type in WP Smush. WP Smush. Now, this is one of my favorite plugins. What this does is it compresses any images we upload to our website. That's really important because compressed images take up less disk space on our server and helps our website load faster. A faster load speed provides a better user experience, and better user experience means people stay on your website longer, and it costs you less money, uses less resources. Just excellent thing to do, and it's a simple little plugin that you can quickly install. So now we are good to go, and now we want to navigate to settings and go to permalinks. Now by default, WordPress now comes with post name as the default. I like post name. It's okay. It's an ideal URL structure for websites that have like 30 pages, 20, 30, 40 pages. It's fine. But if we're going to be building like a large information website, I personally prefer to use /blog, //blog, and then put that in front of the post name and leave it as. And then click Save. And what this does is it gives a nice site architecture for search engines in terms of the organization of your website and your content. So everything's organized under the blog posts, and then everything's organized under pages appropriately. So we click on Save Changes, and there we go. Now we're ready to design our website. Go to Themify Ultra, go to Skins and Demos, and it's a fresh install. So we're going to go ahead and click on this agency button right here, and we're going to click on Import. And yeah, include all demo images. That's fine. We'll click on Proceed to Import. And we are finished. It should be finished importing content. Now, what we just did is we imported demo content. So what that means, if you click on your media, we have a few images installed. We click on pages. We have a few pages installed. We go to posts and we have a few blog posts installed. Now we're going to go ahead and delete this stuff later, but this stuff is just, again, demo content. And the reason we like installing demo content is it helps us design our website quickly and easily. And then when we're done, we can go ahead and delete all this stuff quickly and easily. So I just went ahead and deleted hello world. All right, so let's go back to our homepage and take a quick look at the way it's laid out. So right now we have a dedicated homepage. If we take a look at our pages, I'll just show you really quickly what's going on. It says home is the front page and privacy policy, or sorry, we don't have a dedicated blog page yet. So we have blog there. So we'll just click on settings and we'll go to reading. All right, so now we have a home page, and for post page, we're gonna wanna go ahead and select blog and click on save changes. All right, so now we have home page, blog page. So again, we're in settings, reading. Your home page displays your latest blog post or a static page. We want a static page because we want to design a proper home page, not just show our blog posts. So now that we have that squared away, if we go back to pages, what you'll see is that blogs is indicated as a post page and home is indicated as a front page. For whatever reason, this privacy policy is a draft for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so draft means it's not published yet. So we can just jump in there and click on publish that if you want. We'll just do that really quick. Click on publish, sure, whatever. Okay, so now with that out of the way, it's time to design the homepage of our website. So this is basically kind of like what it looks like, looking sharp, all with the click of a button. Themify Ultra, I love this theme, it's so easy. All right, so now we want to edit this. We want to change the way this looks. So again, what we're going for is a very traditional layout for the homepage. We want something like this where we're just showing our best blog posts or something like that. So we want to edit this quickly. So we go to edit page. And welcome to the Themify Builder. Themify works by having these blocks, and these blocks you can adjust their appearance. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and delete all of these blocks on the homepage. We don't need any of them. We're going to start from scratch. The only block I'm keeping is the top block up top here, which is showing our call to action, which we're going to fix a little bit later. All right, so let me just go ahead and delete all of this. Just go ahead, just delete all of it. We don't need any of it. It looks fancy, but it's not necessary. All right, and there we go. There we go. And there we go. And we'll click on save, click on update. And the only thing I have is this top section, which is right here. Now everything else has been deleted. That's exactly what I want. Now what we want to do is we want to add a call to action when people come to the site so they understand what the website is about. So right here, this is purple section right there. See how it says a purple color right here? It's controlling this whole top section. To add things to it, we click on this green button right there. Now we have a bunch of different little blocks that we can add. I'm going to click on text, and I'm going to say smart home technology made easy, something like that. And so we'll highlight it, and we want this to be our H1 tag because it's the title of our page. For example, like H1 is the title of the page, so we want our call to action to be the title of our page. Click on done, click on save. All right, now if we reload it, this is basically what it looks like. We have the call to action and the button there. Well, I don't want that. How do we make the text up there and then the button down? It's very simple. Go to text, click it, move it, done. That simple. It's really that simple. All right, now if we click on save and we reload it, you'll see that the text has moved appropriately. Now your next question may be, well, this looks great, but this is so much space up top there and so much space down there. Like, how do I narrow it in a little bit? This is called padding. So what you want to do is click on the purple dot, go to styling, and next we want to find under the tab here, we go to styling and we go to padding, okay? And here we see 18% at the top, 12% at the bottom. You can just quickly adjust that. Or maybe I'll make it 5 and 5, something a little bit more reasonable. And you want to make sure it's percentage. You have pixels, M, and percentage. M is like a multiplier. Pixels is literally like, you should Google what a pixel is. A pixel is like a tiny little dot on your screen. So like 5 pixels is literally nothing. We want percentage. So 5 and 5, click on save, and we'll reload it. All right, so now it's kind of narrowed in a little bit, looking a lot better. We have smart home technology, made easy, whatever. Now underneath here, what do we want to add? We want to add in our blog posts. So you have two options. What I normally like to do is I could normally like to add like a square, and a square, and link to something like resource page. Follow us on YouTube, or follow us on our, like, something like that. And then our buying guide, or our paid product, our ebook right there, like something like that. Have like 3 little blocks. In order to add blocks is quite simple. So we click on this button here. We can go to how many columns we want. So we could do that. And then we click on this, and I want an image. So we can click on image, click that button. Okay, now we can select an image that has been uploaded already with our content. So I'll go ahead and I'll just select this image right here, and we can click on insert file into the URL. We can change the way the image looks, whether it's on top, left, center, whatever. That's how you can kind of play around with this. And here is the title. Link would be here, so it'd be HTTP. Put in the domain name, and image caption. Okay, and now you have the option to have this link open in a same window, lightbox, new tab. If you're directing people off your website, like if I was linking to YouTube, for example, you want to have new tab. Otherwise, almost always have it as same window. Lightbox I rarely use. Lightbox would be okay if you have something like an email opt-in form. But anyways, we'll click on done, click on save, and we'll take a quick look. All right, so there we go. So now we have a link here to an image of what we want. So now I'll just go ahead and do that for these right here. We'll just click that, and I'll select that image. Sure, we'll click on done, and that image. All right, and insert file. Okay, and we'll click on done, and we'll click on update, and we'll reload it. All right, so now we have our links to our important category pages that we want. Let me just go ahead and give a title to these. I guess we'll just say title and image caption. Okay, we'll click on that. Oh, I don't want to delete it. All right, we'll click on that and give it image and image caption. All right, we'll click on done, save, update, and there we go. Okay, so now these 3 blocks, you could hypothetically link to whatever you want. Again, like YouTube, anything like that. That's normally how I would lay it out, like this. Your best blog post, YouTube, just whatever you want. Now you're like, whoa, wait, I don't like that it's touching this. Again, we have to go back to padding. So you go to styling. We want to go purple because we want the thing that controls the whole block here. So we want purple. Click on the styling, padding. Okay. Now, right now we can select all. I don't like right now. This would adjust everything up, down, left, right. We don't want that. So you want to click on this. We only want padding on the top. So pick something small, like 2 and like 2%. Click on done. Boom. Link that. All right. That's looking really nice. And now underneath that, what should go under there? It's really easy, guys. Blog posts. Like, we want our blog posts. So we want to click on the block here. Click on that. And we want our posts. So we click on posts. Click on blog posts. I personally like this 4x4 grid to show lots of content. And we click on done and click save. And then we'll reload it. And it looks good, but I personally don't like having all of this stuff here. Like, what is all this? Like the login name and this meta description. This is all meta stuff, the date. Like, I don't want any of this stuff. All right, so it's easy. We can get rid of that. You can just turn that all off, no problem. So we go in here, and it's like we want to go to, I want to show 8 blog posts, not 4. And I order by date. Okay, display excerpt. I don't want to display any of this content, so click on none. I want to show the feature image. I want the post title. I do not want the post date, and I do not want the post meta description. So we click on done, click on save, click on update, and we reload this, and now it's looking good. All right, so this could also have its own little section to make it a little bit easier to read. So we could, again, we can go there, and I could do something like fancy heading, boom, latest, our best technology, our best reviews, our best, whatever, guys. You gotta get a little bit clever with this. I would change this to H2 because we have this text up here as the H1, so I'd make this as the H2. Click on done, click on save, click on update, and we reload it. All right, so now we have the content down there. It's like, wait a second, how do I do that? Again, guys, just click, boom, done. So easy. Click on save, click on update, and now everything should be laid out appropriately. Okay, so we have a nice little introduction, and we have our latest content there. And again, you can continue onward like this. If you want to add more, maybe you want to add a welcome message. But personally, like for an information website, I think this looks really nice. I think this is a nice, clean design. And we just, if you want to add more with like Themify Ultra, it's really easy. You can add more blocks, or you can also click on the green and go here to blocks too, if you want. And Themify Ultra comes with these awesome built-in blocks that you can quickly and easily add various pieces of content to any section of your website with ease with the click of a button like this. Call to action 4-column height. So okay, I'll click on that, click on save, click on update, and we'll reload it. And for example, it's like, it's already been, look at that. We have this quick little section that we can quickly and easily edit. And then we can jump in and we can click here. We can change the text of things that we want all, with ease. So simple. So we'll get rid of this because I don't want to add that to my site. But in terms of this way the site is looking, I really like it so far. So now we have a nice call to action. We have an introduction. All right, so now how do we change this a little bit? How do we edit this? So we can edit the image very easily here. Again, we go here, styling, background. Now we can X this out, go to image. We'll select an image that we want to use. I'll select the Beats by Dre image and click insert file. And I'll get rid of this background image and click on done, click on save. And we'll just take a quick look to see how that is looking. All right, so we see that the image is now in the background, but we have this purple overlay. That's literally what it's called. So we go back to styling and we have to go to row overlay. And I want to clear gradient. So I want to get rid of the overlay. I want to get rid of it completely. Click save and reload it. Now the overlay is completely gone and looks good. Now this is not readable. So for example, how would you change this, guys? Nice and easy. It's like you go to button, go to styling, you go to font, because we want to change the color of the font, right? So go to white, click on done, click on save. And that's basically how you quickly and easily design a beautiful looking website with Themify. Like it hasn't even been an hour and I've already I'm pretty much done. Like if I showed this website to someone, they'd be like, whoa, I would pay you $500 for this website quickly, no problem. So that's why I really like Themify Ultra, because it lets you just get to work and design really quickly and easily. And that's pretty much it. So now we can adjust the menu at the top there. So for that, you go to appearance and we go to menu. All right, so the menu has two menus. We have this footer right here, and then we have this menu bar at the top, up top there. So to change this, we go to main menu, select, and the things that we don't need a homepage link because people know that they can click the logo to go to the homepage. We don't need a blog link or portfolio link, sorry, and we don't need about us either. I would just remove that. I click save. I personally really like having blog and content, and so that's it. So now we're good to go, and we reload. And so now we have blog and contact in the menu bar. That's looking fantastic. So that is basically it. Okay, so that's basically a nice quick little layout. And then one other quick little thing, if you're wondering, how do I change the color of this We go to Themify Ultra, go to Themify settings. Yeah, hold on, let me just click save again. All right, let me go to Themify. Let me go to Themify settings and Themify settings, theme appearance. Right here is where you can change the color to anything that you want. So I'll click on blue. We'll click save and quickly reload this. And all right, so now it's looking really nice. So again, with Themify Ultra, you're welcome to just play around with it and try different things to see how it looks. But there you go. So that's a quick little tutorial on how to like lay out the homepage for a website that's going to be monetized with Amazon Associates. All right, so now we have our website set up. We have our design good to go. We have a nice basic layout for a website. You guys are free to like tweak this design as you see fit. Play around with the builder. I'm sure you're going to love Themify as much as I do once you really have a good grasp of how to use it. So keyword research. So we have a few different options quickly to figure out like what phrases we should be typing in. So first one that I like to always use is like something like SEMrush or Ahrefs. The reason I like those is because you can do competitive research on your competitors. So in our niche, we're basically having a website on smart home technology. So we want to find websites that are in that niche that we can kind of spy on and see like what content do they have that's ranking, that's getting traffic. Even if it's not getting a ton of traffic, like we kind of just want to know like what's working for other websites. So that's step one. Like you can do that. So you don't have to pay for like SEMrush or Ahrefs if you don't want to, but I do recommend that you at least like pay for 1 month personally and gather a ton of data and then take that data and spend months creating content that they've done competitive research on. Because there's nothing, that's just my favorite way to start any website. Personally, that's personally my approach. Because like if it's working for them, then create your own piece of content, and then you have to compete. We want to compete against other websites, so we want to like build content that they're ranking for, so we can compete. Next is just to use Google. Like pay attention to Google. Like Google has an autofill and complete. So once you start typing in products, and then you see like products are being filled in, like the rest of the sentence is filled in, then that gives you an idea of like what kind of content to look for. And you can also look for like people also search for blah, 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 blah as an idea to get various pieces of content to create content for our website. So anyways, if this sounds interesting to you, let's jump back into my laptop and I'm going to show you really an example about how to do like keyword research to find relevant products and phrases and terms that people are actually using, because we want to create content that people are actually looking for so we can get that search traffic. And that's the whole name of the game, to create a really helpful website, create a really helpful resource website, and then get traffic and then funnel that traffic to Amazon. So anyways, I'm starting to ramble. Let's get back into my laptop and begin. So the point of doing keyword research, again, is to find phrases that people are actually using so we can create content, helpful content, to get in front of an audience and then have that audience hit our website, find our blog posts, click our links, and we get that commission. So the key aspect is to create an insanely helpful, useful information website. I'm not suggesting that you go out and create like bestkettlereview.com. If you haven't seen that video that I already did, you don't want to create like a spammy site like that. You want to create something that's really helpful and informational. So my favorite ways are, again, SEMrush, and to then just go to Google. It's just to help you get started. So we could do something like SEMrush, like you can type in a competitor, for example, like the smartcave.com would be a hypothetical competitor in the smart home technology niche, and then you get a bunch of ideas that they're getting keywords and phrases for, and like this is where they're getting their traffic for, and it just gives you an idea of like maybe things that you haven't thought of. And also it's like, hey, if they're getting traffic for this phrase, maybe I could get traffic for this phrase. Or, oh, hey, what's Ecobee versus Nest? Oh, maybe I could do Ecobee versus something else. Or maybe I could do Nest versus something else. And like smart ceiling fan switch, like what is that? What is even that? Maybe I should look that up and like, are there other types of like fan switches? Are there other type of smart whatever switches? Things like that. And that's kind of like where I like to start. So that's the use of SEMrush, because you can do competitive research, find a bunch of different keywords that are actually driving traffic for this website, and then you can emulate them or you can compete against them and create your own piece of content. Like you could create your own post, like Ecobee versus Nest, something like that, to compete if you want to go that route. Another way is simply just to go into Google, plain old Google. Now, you're maybe wondering, I've gotten questions about like, what is this over there? This is an extension called Keywords Everywhere. That's what it's called. Just an extension. It gives you a guesstimate as to the volume. It's not, it's not accurate. Nobody knows, but just guesstimate. So it's like, for example, robot lawnmower, and it's coming up as volume 12,000. So I just personally interpret that as like, okay, this is something that people search for. Is it 12,000? I don't know, but it's like, okay, it's something that people are looking for. And so you can know that creating a piece of content on this it could be found potentially. And now that's where you want to start. Like you want to start off with like, finding like phrases that are related to your niche. Like you want to stay on topic. So like if we're creating a website about like smart home technology, we want to do like smart home stuff for the kitchen, smart home stuff for the living room, smart home stuff for the bathroom, smart home technology for the backyard, things like that. Just stuff like that strictly related to the home. We don't want to get off topic then all of a sudden be like talking about backyard games or something like that, like something that doesn't make sense because, lots of people are searching for that. Again, you gotta stay on topic to your website. And so we do robot lawnmower, and then like right here, we can just do really nice keyword research where we could like, what is the best robot lawnmower? How much does robot lawnmower cost? How much is a Husqvarna robotic lawnmower? Like these are questions that people are asking, and like these are the types of questions that you really want to know so you can start answering them. Because like, look, how much is a Husqvarna robotic lawnmower? I cannot pronounce that word. But then it's like, okay, well, then is there other brands of robotic lawnmowers? Can we do another phrase like, how much is like we have Dyson robot lawnmower. How much is a Dyson robot lawnmower? Things like that. We can start creating random pieces of content like that. We have to do a little bit of keyword research to make sure people are looking for it. But then, we do that type of keyword research where we're creating a really helpful information website. We're not just doing best blah 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 blah, best blah 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 blah, best blah 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 blah. Like I see that all the time from newbies, and it's like, that's so stupid. Don't make a website like that. All right, so let's go down here, and what is another very helpful thing is like at the bottom there, we have related keywords and phrases. So like best robotic lawnmower of 2019, commercial robotic lawnmower. Like that's great, commercial robotic lawnmower. Well, is that really related to our site? Like we're doing smart home technology? Probably not. But again, that's a very interesting keyword that I would not even think of. So we can go to robotic lawnmower 2 acres. Okay, so like this is like something that people really care about. Like, okay, so we have 2 acres, 1 acre, 3 acres. All right, so now you can start thinking like, okay, like what do people really need help with? Like what is the search intent behind this? That's what you also have to think about. Like what do people want? Someone who's typing robotic lawnmower 2 acres, what are they looking for? Like they're looking for like, information on like the best robotic lawnmower, pros and cons. Like, do I have a lawn that's very flat? What if I have a lawn that's like a little bit more hilly? Things like that we want to go through. And so now we can just have that keyword and phrase and like, okay, so how much does a Honda Mimo cost? What is a Honda Mimo? Like, I don't even know that. So it's like, okay, we can just go back to that and Honda Mimo. Okay, Honda Mimo. And okay, Honda Mimo robotic lawnmower. Okay, so now you see how we're going about it. So like we're creating like a smart home technology website, but like, hey, you know what another interesting niche could be? We could create a like lawn care website, a lawn care strictly dedicated to lawn care, like how to mow your lawn, how to cut trees, how to maintain various plants and bushes. And then you can incorporate this sort of stuff into that type of website. That's the approach I always want you guys to be thinking about, not being like, let me create the best roboticlawnmowers.com. That's what always people jump to. And then they wonder like why their website gets 20 visitors a day, because nobody trusts it. So that's how I recommend doing keyword research right off the bat. Like you can just go to Google, install keywords everywhere, pay attention to the stuff that says related at the bottom, pay attention to like things that are the pieces of content that are currently ranking. And also consider getting a subscription eventually to SEMrush or Ahrefs down the road. Maybe you don't need to do it right off the bat, But that sort of that sort of stuff really helps in the long run, because you can do competitive research and see how you're ranking, what your competitors are ranking for, where piece of content that you're missing that you should be creating, that whole thing. So anyways, that's basically how we're going to start with keyword research for our niche site. And that's how I recommend you get started. All right, so last is monetizing with Amazon Associates. So let's get into it. So now we've created our content, we have our website, we have everything done, we have all the pieces together. Now it's time to just start making money with Amazon Associates, and we do that by monetizing our blog posts with Amazon Associates. And in this section, I'm going to show you how to do it the right way and get the right links and images and everything all those little details that you need to know that you may not know beforehand. That's what we're going to cover in this section. So let's get back into my laptop and begin. To get started with Amazon Associates, you actually need to apply to be an affiliate. And applying to be an affiliate with Amazon Associates is very, very simple. All you want to do is Google Amazon Associates, and the result will be the first result in Google. Amazon Associates, the web's most popular and successful affiliate program. So all you do, obviously, is just click the link, and this is the page where you're going to be able to sign up. And you just click this Join Now for Free button. And again, I'm not going to hold your hand and walk you through the whole sign up process, but here are just some things to know. You need to submit every single location where you're going to be putting Amazon associate links. This is really critical, because if you have a YouTube channel and a website and you only put your website, but then you're putting links on your YouTube channel, if you start making sales from your YouTube channel, your account will be reviewed and then it'll be rejected, because you start off with a temporary Amazon Associates account. Once you generate 3 sales, your account will go under review. And part of that review process is to make sure you're following the rules. So if you list that, hey, my website.com is where I'm going to be promoting Amazon Associates, but then you're driving traffic from YouTube, they're going to say your application was rejected because we couldn't verify the traffic sources. I know, because that's literally what happened to me years ago with one of my first Amazon Associates accounts. So just go through the process and create an account, and that's it. Okay, and list everything that you're going to be putting Amazon Associate links. Okay, so now it's time to monetize our website with Amazon Associates. We need to create content as well. How do you do that? Again, let's go back into our website, and you go to your blog post page. We click on Add New. We're going to add a new blog post. Okay, so here we are in our blog post section. Now with the categories, because we did the default install with the Ultra theme, we already have default categories. Now you're probably going to want to delete these categories. We can go over here and click on categories in this left side over here. And what you want to do is just click on all of these and click on delete. Just delete and start fresh. All right, so now we'll just reload this page. And categories we should have uncategories. Now you always need to have at least one category. You can't delete your categories, all of them. You have to have one. So now we can start off with our new categories. Now for any site, I recommend 2 to 4 categories, particularly when starting. I'll probably stick to 2 categories and try and get 15 blog posts in one category, 15 blog posts in the other, and then start expanding categories beyond that point. So for our topic again is smart home technology. So we could have lawn, for example, smart home, smart lawn, for example. We could do something like that. Best to keep it 1 or 2 words kind of related to the site. So it's for example, lawn or lawn care would be fine, or kitchen or smart kitchen or living room, things like that. It depends what kind of piece of content you're creating. Now, again, we're going to make a very helpful website. We're not doing the whole, I keep saying, 8 best, blah, blah, blah. That is so played out. Those pieces of content have their purpose, but I see so many websites all the time. When people contact me for advice, I just see their websites always like that. So we'll just go back to our robotic lawnmower example. So a blog post that would just pop into my head, be what would be really helpful is what would I kind of want to know? All right, so something that would be really helpful for someone would be best robot lawn mowers for small yards. Like for small yards or for gardens or for big yards or whatever. Like that's something that someone would actually find really helpful. And then, ideally you should have experience with this. You shouldn't be just creating a site on stuff that you don't know, or if you have a budget, be outsourcing content, having someone who knows what they're talking about talk about this instead of you writing it yourself, because people will see through if you don't know what you're talking about. Just letting you know. So if you have a budget, great, go ahead and outsource content. There's so many different places that you can outsource content. I do recommend for your first website, writing the majority of the content yourself, just so you can understand the process of how this works. So anyways, best robot lawnmowers for small yards. That's basically like an ideal blog post. And now we have to begin writing the content. And the content that I would always aim for would be, at least for a piece of content like this, would be 2,000 words minimum. And that would be pretty easy to achieve. Like we could do something like 7 best lawnmowers for small yards you need to know about. We don't want to keep it too long. Like that's already a pretty good title right there. 7 best robot lawnmowers for small yards. Okay, so now how would I begin writing this? Like you want to aim again, like 2,000 or more words. And first part would be an introduction. Okay, intro. An intro would be an intro. So talk about robot lawnmowers, like what the value is, what they do, why they're important, what you like about them, what people don't like about them, how they help with small yards, like how you should ignore some that are designed for like commercial use or big yards or whatever. So that's what you want to cover in the intro. And then, for the intro should just be intro paragraph, okay? And so this is already an H1 tag, okay? Sorry, I cannot spell, guys. I'm sorry. So next, after that, we'd want to like list out like what are the most important benefits for like a robot lawnmower for a small yard. Like I literally have no idea, okay? Like I've seen these in the store, but I really don't know like what they would do. So it'd be like maneuverable, must be maneuverable, must be maneuverable. I apologize, guys. I can't spell it, but like, see, I would make that like an H3 tag. Must be maneuverable or must be easy to maintain. I don't know, something like that. So you want to go through 3 like key points to talk about. So it's like that. It's like that, and then you could write a paragraph about like why you'd want a robot lawnmower to be easy to maintain if it's for a small yard. Okay, so that would be write paragraph here, write paragraph. And then we can go on to point number 2, and then paragraph. And again, I would create like point number 2 would be another H2 tag. So I'd have these as H2 and H2. And so paragraph, and then maybe we could just throw in a point number 3. All right, and then we'll just go there, and that would again be another H2 tag, okay? And then like that would be a paragraph, that would be a paragraph, and then we have another paragraph there, okay? Paragraph, okay? And then again, we'd want to like after this paragraph, then it's like we can introduce like our list of the best robot lawnmowers. So it's like the best robot lawnmowers, robot lawn mowers for small yards, okay? Something like that. And then like we could again go to heading, make it H2, something like that. And then here, what I would normally like to do is to we'll click on this, and then we'll click on a list. And then A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, and like we have 7. Okay, so then we'll just like list out like the 7 lawnmowers that we like, for example. Okay, so it's like we have best robot lawnmowers for small yard, intro, this paragraph, list it out, and then jump into it right here. And then it's like robot lawnmower, robot. So we can do something like I don't know, something like black, black robot lawn mower. The best for small, the best budget friendly robot lawnmower. And then it's like you can think about as you do your keyword research, like looking at Google, you can take notice of like what phrases people are looking for. So it's like, all right, are people looking for a budget-friendly robot lawnmower? Like, yeah, probably. So it's probably a good idea to like incorporate this into our piece of content. It's one of those phrases that could help rank for something, or people typing that in. And so this is an H2, and we have this listed out. I would then make this in H3, okay? Because this is the main heading for this. So now this is being H3, and we can go through and long and thoughtful description, okay? And description include pros and cons. Include pros and cons, that sort of thing. And then that's all you'd want to do. You want to go through each one of these, all 7 or whatever we're doing, whatever it is you're creating, and do that, okay? Just go through that whole process. And then when you get to the bottom, it'd be, it'd be like best robot lawn mower conclusion. There you go. And then write a nice little paragraph and concluding it. And then for the conclusion, you want to be H2 tag. Like I would center it. I don't know. You don't have to center it, but I like to center just because it keeps everything structured. And there you go. And so that's kind of like a nice framework for a nice like review post that's done properly. And to monetize, there are so many plugins that you can implement. But if you don't want to do any plugins to do anything fancy, it's fine. So once you go through the process of creating an Amazon Associates account, I'm not going to hold your hand and walk you through that process, okay? I'm just going to like use your brain, okay? Just go through the process, sign up, list all websites, YouTube channels, anything like that that you're going to be putting links on, and submit it to Amazon and go through the process. And then you have 180 days to make a commission. If you make a commission, I think it's 3 commissions in that first 180-day time period, then you get access, then you're accepted fully into the program. So anyways, here is Amazon Associates, really simple. You can jump in here and type in any keyword or phrase that you want, or if you have a specific product that you're looking for on Amazon, basically you can just jump into Amazon.com, search for what you're looking for, and then copy and paste it in here. So I just typed in robot lawnmower just as this is an example. And for example, we want to take a look at this one, this automatic power 3x15 robotic lawnmower. So now we're over here, and you have, once you click on this link, it'll open up in a new tab, and it'll open up here. So you have text and image, text only, image only. So what I like to do is go to image only, and we can highlight this and just copy and paste this. And we could just do something where we'll add a space, paste that over there, and then make that go to the right. And then it's like, okay, then like nice little description to go with this image, okay? Something about it. And then we go back there, and we can go to the text only, and we can click on the short link right there, highlight it, right click, copy. And then for this, I would highlight maybe this, like the black robotic lawnmower, bold it, and then add the link to it. We copy and paste that in, boom. Now what you want to do is make sure that it opens in a new tab. Again, new tab is for anything that's going off your website. That's where you want to send it to. Okay, and so there you go. That's basically a general idea of how you would want to monetize it. So you want to go through this whole thing, write A, B, C, D, and go through the whole process and just add in links and images as appropriate. If you want to step up your game, there are various plugins that you can check on Website Creative Pro, my resource page for different plugins I would recommend for Amazon. So that's basically it about how you would monetize with Amazon Associates. And the whole goal is to start ranking. So we want to rank this for like when people type in best robot lawnmowers or best robot lawnmowers for small yards. Then you can go through other pieces of content like big yards, whatever. And then you'll start getting key searches, and people find it because they're typing in like black robot lawnmower, budget friendly robot lawnmower. You know, like when you start having like 60, 50, 60 pages of content that are like this, you know, you really start getting a lot of traffic and it becomes really hands off. And then you're able to outsource, take that money and outsource content and whatnot. Now, one quick little thing that you need to do is we'll go back to Themify Ultra. And I just want to make sure you guys go to theme settings and footer text. And in the footer text, there is where you'd want to put the Amazon Associates disclaimer. The disclaimer has to go on all websites that are promoting with Amazon Associates. So if we just take a quick look at websitecreativepro.com and we go to the bottom there, we have we are a participant and blah, 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 blah. So we could just take that, for example, and put it in there and click save. This has to be on any page that is monetized with Amazon Associates. It doesn't need to go on every page. It just needs to be on the pages where you have links to Amazon Associates. So like I personally just throw it in the footer of all my websites just because like, look, I'm going to forget. Like I'm not going to be paying that close attention. That's like, okay, it's done. It's on every page on my website. All right, I can forget about it and I don't have to worry about this little quirk. One quick little thing. Let's just quickly go back, and this is why we installed the Yoast SEO plugin. So now you can change your URL settings. So this is a really ugly 7 best robot blah 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 blah. Goose, shorten this like 3 words, like best, like robot lawn mower. Small yard. Now, even that is a little bit too wordy for me. Small yard, robot. I guess there's no other really way to put it. But you'd want to just shorten it up, make it a little bit shorter and sweeter as best you can. So, small yard, robot, lawnmower, lawn, mower. Okay, so that's a little bit. That's enough. That's more than enough words that I normally like to do. I like to have like 3 or 4, but it's a robot lawnmower. There's no other way to put it other than saying robot lawnmower. So now we go there, we change the URL there, and here we can adjust the URL as appropriate. So we can just take a quick look at this, like 7 best robot lawnmowers for small yards separator, and see, like I don't like the way that site title is coming up, so we can put in my own separator, and then I'll change my website to like my name. And then in the meta description, this is the meta description. Here is where you'd want to include your keyword again, organically, naturally. Okay, don't be spammy. Just write like, hey, we take a quick look at some of the best performing, budget friendly robot lawn mowers for small yards under 1 acre in land. Come see how. Come see them. Come check them out. Click here, something like that. You see how I like incorporated like budget robot lawnmower. We're including like 1 acre because I noticed that people were searching for like 2 acres, 1 acre. Like that's, I guess, a thing that's important to people. So you want to constantly be thinking like this and paying attention to that sort of thing. And there you go. That's basically like a rough draft about how you'd monetize Amazon Associates, how you'd go about creating basically like a money post that's kind of geared towards monetizing with Amazon Associates. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. We got our domain name at Namecheap. We got our hosting account with HostGator. We installed the Ultra theme. We applied to Amazon Associates. We created keyword-focused content that people want and need help with. We created content that Google wants to show to people. And we also monetize our website and blog with Amazon Associates. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you shared it and liked it to help it get more exposure. My name is David, websitecreativepro.com. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.